If you were separated from your family and couldn't care for your kids, who would you ask to step in to help raise them? Tonight, a mom taking on this task, preparing for what's become a difficult future for families with mixed immigrant status, where kids have U.S. citizenship but their parents don't. Your reporter, Gabriela Vidal, introduces us to this mom of three.
It's difficult. An immigrant mother faced with uncertainty.
The only essential thing is protecting my children.
52-year-old Judith tells CBS Colorado she immigrated from Mexico to the U.S. roughly 21 years ago. The last 20 spent here in Colorado building a life for herself and her 3 children.
I have a 15-year-old son, a 17-year-old daughter, and a 19-year-old daughter.
A woman recognized by civic leaders for her volunteer work and advocacy, now compelled to advocate in a way she never would have imagined for her children, amid fear of being detained and deported.
Thank God my 3 children are U.S. citizens, but it is difficult to think if I end up in a situation with immigration and I have to leave the country.
We were getting a lot of calls from community partners, from immigrants who were really concerned about family separation.
Kristen Bronson is with the Colorado Lawyers Committee, a group of lawyers and firms that have been providing free legal aid to immigrant families. They say many are turning to them for help to legally appoint a different family member or loved one guardianship of their children in the case the child's parents are detained or deported.
What you're trying to do is find a responsible adult that can take care of your kid if you become unavailable to do that. It may be temporary or long-term, but one of the most emotionally traumatic things for a child is to be separated from their primary caregiver. It can have long-term effects.
Without legally setting up an alternative caregiver, if a parent is detained, the court could step in and decide the child's fate.
That kid can end up in the foster care system, and then it becomes very difficult to extricate them, say with the parent is actually deported and wants to be reunited.
I felt that fear, that if I don't delegate a guardian over my children and I end up in that situation, my children will be alone.
While her eldest daughter is an adult, per Colorado law, she must be 21 to have legal guardianship over her 2 younger siblings. So Judith says she's taking the steps to grant her brother, a U.S. citizen, that guardianship.
There's someone responsible that can take and bring our kids from school, take and bring our kids from the hospital.
Judith knows no parent wants to think about being separated from their child. But she says taking the steps to designate guardianship can help ease the fear of not knowing what will happen.
Do it. The situation right now is difficult. Let's not leave our children unprotected.
And one of the things Judith tells us is that it can be difficult to even get this type of legal service because of how expensive it is for these families. So it's lucky that there are these types of committees that can help these families.
Yeah, it's so great that there are these organizations out there, and that Judith is sharing her story and her pain and talking with us about this, and hopefully inspiring and encouraging other families to take action too.
Yeah,
so
and she even says, like, for families to not have fear, to seek this kind of help and just make sure that their kids are protected first and foremost.
Yeah, Gabby, thank you so much. Appreciate it.